Michelle, it's Friday. That means it's another episode of Selling Microsoft Teams Rooms. I have turned off my Xbox so that we don't have any internet issues and everything else. But good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Friday of Selling Microsoft Teams Rooms. I hope everybody had a good week. Michelle, our friends at Starin and Neat actually took me out last night in a pretty famous place in New Jersey called Asbury Park, right here at the beach, about 20 minutes up the road. But
did you walk home?
I did, but we had a great time. I mean, it was basically a party at the Jersey Shore. Thank you again for everybody that came out last night and sat with us for a good amount of time and had some good conversations. Speaking of conversations, first topic of the day is the update on Microsoft Teams Rooms on Windows.
Yeah, so 5.1.24 Teams Rooms on Windows update, now support for 23H2. That's Windows 11. We fixed a couple of bugs. There are more updates this month, Jimmy.
Absolutely. There are more updates coming. This is the first of a few things that we're doing over the summer. You're going to see that in the roadmap items that we go through as well. Also, device updates for Teams panels. This was part of that blog post that we had. And Teams panels, we cannot stop talking about the technology that sits outside of the room because it only enhances that sits inside of the room and is a great way to get your customers used to technology in the room itself.
Yes, two great updates there, both for desk phones with expressing consent for recording. I like the lightweight People app. That's a great team too, by the way. And then updates on panels for Logi, Crestron, Neat, EPOS, Audio Codes, Poly, and Yealink if you have company port 5484 or 0601.
And John says it's hot and humid in Chicagoland, and I agree. It's hot and humid here in New Jersey, but it's even hotter with Microsoft Teams Rooms and Teams in itself, Michelle. What's new in July in 2024? Great blog post, tons of things in here. You don't really realize how much is actually new until you see something like this.
Yeah, maybe we can highlight two today, Jimmy, that I like most specifically, because like you said, there are a lot of different ones. First of all, the experience for participants, the enlarging of the video tile, which I think is great, because now if you're looking at a room in that Teams meeting or in that Teams app, the video will actually be larger, so it stands out that it's a room. Plus, you can see the people better.
Absolutely. We know more people than one will be inside of that room, giving it larger spaces, giving that inclusive meeting style that we love. Also, inside of this blog post was get the most out of your Teams Rooms meeting and your investment in AI. If you're investing in Copilot and you've got Teams Rooms, this is 100% what you want to enable on your systems. This gives everything context inside of that transcript, pre-meeting, post-meeting, everything that you're doing. And Michelle, there's a lot of things coming up at Ignite that we're going to use this for as well.
Yeah, so make sure you start setting up your voice and face profile in the Teams application. And also, just as a start, as an admin, start activating these features. Even if you do not want to do speaker recognition, make sure this is still set up so you can see a little bit of the attribution. We'll have many videos coming up on this as well.
And I see Jeff is in the chat too. Good morning from New Jersey. I'm here as well. He's actually right down the road from me, Michelle. He's a good friend of mine. Now, I hope that Jeff has taken his Microsoft Teams Room Technical Professional badge, because this is what we want all of you to get. We know many of you are in progress, and we're going to help you get your badge. So, Michelle, the first question that we have for today is, what is the correct policy to use to allow Microsoft Teams Room devices to sign into Microsoft Teams from only trusted location? This means, hey, this Teams device can only sign in when it is here in this physical location. We do a lot of this because of security. Now, we want you to get that Azure front door as quickly as you can, Michelle. And this is one of the ways that you can set up security so that it's safe.
And remember, you're setting up an appliance, not a user device. So MFA is not the solution. You have to go through stuff like this to set up the trusted location. Answer A, the Teams meeting policy. B, Intune policy. D, group policy. But of course, the correct answer is the conditional access policy. I did this the other day. It's super simple to set up.
Super simple to set up and absolutely necessary. You remember, we work on zero trust here at Microsoft. Your identity, your device's identity, everything is important to make sure that it's safe, and conditional access policy is there. Now, for your badge, this is the way the badge is set up. You will be presented with 100 banks of questions. The exam questions are actually 50. You get a passing grade of 80%, and then you'll get your badge. So many people have gotten close, Michelle. I'm hoping that they go back, they take their test again, and then they post it on LinkedIn like you and I have done, so that you can prove that you got your badge. Now, we want to show you something that is really, really cool this week, and nothing better than having an AI assistant. Michelle, why don't we go ahead and roll the video for the AI prompt of the week?
I try to give praise to my peers as often as I can. It boosts their morale and motivation. It strengthens the relationship that I have with that person. It encourages positive behavior, and it also boosts confidence. Plus, selfishly, it makes me feel good too. So let's see how Copilot can help me to do this every week. Here's the prompt. Today, I want to give praise to a peer. Create a table with the first column titled Colleague, the second column titled Weekly Praise. We fill the colleagues column by listing 5 peers are interactive with the most over Teams, chats, or emails. In the weekly praise column, fill a draft of written praise based on how I worked with that person during that week. And here's a great list. Let me go ahead and praise Jimmy. And what's cool about this as well, soon you'll be able to schedule these for every Friday. So on the Microsoft 365 roadmap, we currently have scheduled prompts. This is rolling out in October 2024, which allows you to schedule your prompt to run every Friday so you can give weekly praise. Wait a minute. You don't know how to give praise in Teams? Let me show you real quick. Here's the chat that I have with Jimmy. I had to blur this out because it gets wild sometimes. You hit the plus icon on the bottom right. You select praise, window pops up, and here you have Jimmy, this manager, and then you can add that personal note from the prompt right there. That's it. That's the Copilot prompt of the week. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you again on the next one. Peace.
You know, Michelle, nothing's more authentic than getting praise from something that doesn't exist. That's the way you do it. That's the way you automate it. Great to see, and glad you blurred out our chat, by the way. If you want to see that and more of the AI prompt of the week, so you can go to the AK@MS prompt of the week. Also, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Teams Room Tech Talk. Great tip, Ashley, Michelle, and that scheduled prompt is big, big, big. I was talking last night to a bunch of people and talking about the scheduled prompts that I do on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays to set up my week, Fridays to recap my week, and then a monthly scheduled prompt that I actually do to make sure that my leadership knows exactly what I'm doing and getting all of that done in regards to everything that I do. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Microsoft Teams and Roadmap. There's a whole bunch of things that actually have come up this week. Number one, native controls for group framing, active speaker, and edge composed in Teleframe. Teleframe is Microsoft's intelligent camera that we have, doing a whole bunch of things with cloud, edge devices, and things like that. Great to see this, Michelle.
Yeah, this is rolling out September 2024. It'll leverage some of those capabilities on the OEM cameras. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening with camera controls, automatic switching, manual switching. All that hit the roadmap in the last couple of weeks.
Now, this one's important. It's the PTZ. Find me, Michelle. Find me. Find me. Find me. It's automatic PTZ. It's PTZ control on the section PTZ control. So many people are excited about the PTZ control locally on the Microsoft Teams Room. Now we have controls from our OEMs that actually do this and find us and everything else. But great to see it coming to Microsoft Teams Rooms interface directly. Great addition actually added this week, a whole bunch of things. Also a message center, Microsoft Teams Rooms text and UI resizing on the Teams Rooms on Windows side. That means that, hey, if you need to make the text larger for some people that are coming into the conference room, you can actually resize the whole thing and make sure that it's there. MC830247 is important. Also, you can see a whole bunch of other message center prompts, proximity join via ultrasound, different things in message center as well. Laney, you do need more coffee. It is 9 a.m. I hope that everybody's up and working. We're going to go ahead and thank Martin for everything that he put together, for the updates on Teams Rooms and devices this week. CMD, what's new in CMD, will be updated shortly for the August 1st release of this. Now, we've got a few events coming up, Michelle, that we have to highlight. Number one is Teams Room Learning Hour. This is an important session. Now, you want to tell us why they want to sign up for this, Michelle?
Yeah, so the great thing is if you sign up for this first one, and we're going to be talking about layouts, but if you sign up for this one, you'll get automatic updates for each one we do. We'll do one every first Tuesday of the month, or Jimmy mostly will be doing them alongside engineering. This month, covering layouts. Next month, we're going to jump into how we bring AI into the meeting room. So we're going to be talking Teleframe, we're going to be talking Copilot, Team Copilot, a lot of exciting stuff. Sign up for this today to make sure you get all the updates going forward.
Yeah, and the layouts one, I want to stress to everybody, please make sure that you come. I'm actually going to use this as a session to get your questions about layouts and different things. There is something that we want to do with layouts. If you do join, we want to make sure that your questions will be answered by anything that we put together in the future, and this will be something that we use to gather feedback to make sure that everybody's on the same page with layouts. Also on September 5th, Michelle, I will be in New York City with our good friends at Starin and Yealink. If you are in the New York City area and want to come to the New York City area, who knows, Michelle, maybe you'll go home with a panda. But this will be a fun session at the MTC in New York City. I'm really looking forward to it. Again, thanks to everybody that came out to see us last night. But immediately after this, Michelle, Martin and Michael will be actually doing Teams Fridays and talking about what's new in calling meeting devices and what's new in Copilot.
Yes, so they're going to be on. So part of that slide that you just showed, Mike and Martin will be presenting live. Make sure you stick around. Go to the YouTube channel, Teams Rooms Tech Talk, for a great show and great updates on Copilot, plus all the CMD stuff.
And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe. Michelle, that's it for this week. I want to thank everybody that's out there that said hi to us online and is helping to amplify this show. Thank you to everybody, because we do get a lot of reach. If you are out there and having a hot and humid weekend, please stay cool. Michelle, it's great to see you. It's great to see Mehryn in the background. Thank you, everybody. And for the show links, go to smtr.show. With that, Michelle, go ahead and take us out of here and have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. You make it all worthwhile. You make me feel alive. I appreciate your support. It means the world to me.